Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's session on SoulSensei. We're so happy to have you all here with us. For anyone who's new here to SoulSensei is a space built for healing, growth, and real connection. We host live sessions and guided practices to help you all reconnect with yourself through energy work, meditation, and spiritual exploration, all with some truly amazing guides and teachers. For today's session, I would request each one of you present here to kindly turn your cameras on. I think while we wait for more people to join in, you can sit back, relax. Yeah, you can sit back, relax, and wait for the session to start. In case you want to grab some water, you can do that so that your session is completely uninterrupted. Um, if we can have some, I think we have two participants here. One of them is okay. Okay, so for today's session flow, as usual, we'll start with a short introduction and led by the guided practice by our expert, and then we can, maybe open the floor for some reflections or some questions. That's going to be the flow for today's session. Without further ado, I want to welcome our host, Anahata Meher, for today's session. She is a spiritual guide, an intuitive healer with over 13 years of experience. She works across chakra alignment, inner child healing, energy work, and soul healing to support deep emotional and energetic transformation. Always wonderful to have you here, Anahata. Over to you. Wishing everyone a very calm and a soulful session ahead.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day 10 of Daily Soul Sync with me, Anahata Meher. And I'm seeing some of you have been here since day one. So that's so wonderful. And I would like to congratulate you because you're showing up for yourself. And all of you here today have been here before, so we can go deeper. Before we go further, Surangama, I'm not sure if you were here yesterday, but I do remember you had asked a question day before yesterday. Why do we rub our palms in meditation? So, when we are in meditation, we are working to relax our nervous system and to heal and eventually bring everything into calmness and alignment and flow. So, when we are ending the meditation, because we have gone into a deep state or an inner state, we rub our palms together to generate some warmth, some heat, so that when we open our eyes, we still feel nurtured and nourished and held, and then we can come out of our meditation. I hope that answers your question. Yes, today we are working with the solar plexus chakra, but before that, let's begin sacred space like we do every day with our voices. Let's bring our hands in prayer position to our heart center. Let's close our eyes. Let's take a deep breath in and let's begin our session by chanting 3 Oms. I invite you to continue to breathe with your eyes closed and your palms in prayer position at your heart center while I invoke and honor the spirit of fire today. महाज्वालाय विद्महे अग्निमध्याय धीमहि तन्नो अग्निः प्रचोदयात् Bowing down to the spirit of fire, to Father Sun, to the light within. Let's gently rub our palms together. Place them on our eyelids and open our eyes. Today is the solar plexus chakra, which is the seat of our gifts, our talents, our personality, our energy, our vitality. We can see, sense, and visualize it as a 10-petaled yellow colored lotus. It is located in the center of the last two ribs of our diaphragm, where the soft part begins. So just below the chest, if you know where you place your fingers or your thumb in the center of your diaphragm, you know, there's an opening in the center of the two ribs, and that's the location in the center of the body of the solar plexus chakra. It is known as Manipura in Sanskrit, which translates into city of jewels. So it is our light, our gifts, our talents, our abilities. It is also the place of our I am presence. Now, what is this I am presence? Does everyone here know what the I am presence is? So, the I am presence is the understanding and the acceptance of the truth that I am one with the Supreme Creator. And even in my human form, I still have that particle inside of me, and I am one with everything. So before I am human, before I am a son, a daughter, a sister, a brother, you know, somebody who works in their office, before I am a lover, a husband, a wife, I am, which means the first relationship is with divinity. It is the connection to our soul, our spirit, our higher self, our light. Yes, and the solar plexus chakra is the seat of the fire element. Fire, which is our body temperature, fire, which is the light of our soul, of our human being that we radiate into the world. It is our energy, the energy that our body uses. You know, we get, it is our digestive system, which is governed by fire. When we eat food, the digestion begins in the mouth itself. However, it goes into the digestive system, into the intestines, where it is broken down, and everything that is the nutrients and everything that we need and is good for us is absorbed and assimilated, and what is not required is released and cleared and eventually flushed out or excreted. In the same way, even our mental body, our emotional body is impacted by this inner fire. And we can use this energy of our solar plexus chakra and connect to this inner fire so that we can clear even our mental imbalances, even our emotional imbalances. A lot of times we have problems in life because we are unable to digest the things that life has thrown our way. We enter into this world with very simplistic ideals of how life should be based on what society and family conditioning is. However, as we start growing, we meet challenges, we face things that happen that are not in accordance with what aligns with us. And that shakes us, you know, and it is very important that we have to completely digest that experience, process that experience. The inner work that we do on our soul's journey is about that, is about processing every experience and understanding why did it happen to me, where is it coming from, and what are the lessons for me to learn in this, what are the gifts of this challenge, and then what is it that I have to release through this challenge. And all of this can be really impacted if we are connected to our solar plexus. Because if our solar plexus is active, we are always ready to accept everything. That warrior energy here is the strongest. We have been connecting to the warrior energy this week because we want to release. In the root chakra, we were working with fear. Yesterday, we touched upon guilt and shame. Today, in the solar plexus, of course, fire. What would fire be? Would any of you like to type in the chat box? Fire is what? Which emotion? So simple. Somebody type, come on. You were here last week also. Yes, Ritu, absolutely. Fire is anger. And I do want to share that anger and any of our imbalanced emotions or dense emotions or unresolved emotions or shadow emotions are not bad. Okay, today in the solar plexus and in the light, we are going to really strengthen that warrior energy. Ashwati, I will come to that. How do we know whether it is balanced or not? Let me just complete what I'm sharing and I'll come to your question. Sorry about that. So, anger and all our shadows are not bad. They are there to teach us something or to show us something or to help protect us also. Our anger helps us to know where our boundaries were crossed. Our anger helps us to know how we feel hurt. Our anger teaches us where we need to protect ourselves. Anger helps us to even fight against anything that is unfair or when there is any injustice. So there is righteous anger, there is misplaced anger, right? When it is misplaced, all of us go through this. It's like something else has happened that has hurt us, but we are unable to say or do anything about it. And then someone else comes and triggers us, and out comes the rage, the aggression, and all of it comes out. And most often, some of us might also see that with that anger coming out, tears also come out because we've actually been hurt, right? This solar plexus is not only the place where anger lives, but it is also the place where joy lives, right? Because it's light energy, celebration energy, power and gifts energy. So it's joyous. However, when there is a lot of unresolved anger or the fire inside is dim, then we cannot connect to joy. And most often, underneath anger, there is sadness. We become sad and therefore we become angry. So, I would like all of you to stay with this and pay attention to what makes you angry and see what is below anger also. There is always a root cause. Anger is the response or the reaction. And then there are so many different reactions. We have rage, we have aggression. So we need to have it in balance. Nobody is saying don't be angry. It's just the expression needs to change. And obviously, when we carry anything that is unresolved, if we have not released it, if we have not let it go, then it blocks our life from flowing easily. And it blocks our light from flowing easily. How do we know if our solar plexus is active or not? Number one, we could have digestive issues. Number two, we could have self worth issues. Number three, we could have anger issues. Right? Number four, we could be underconfident. Number five, we could be completely shrunk, not able to function. And eventually that leads to maybe depression or anxiety because not connected to our light at all, right? So see, it comes in cycles. You can feel sad momentarily because something happened. However, the cycle turns and then we move out of it. There are some that linger, some energies that linger across lifetimes and across years. And a lot of our emotions get triggered and we feel it for a little while and then we move on. The cycle turns. We have to look at the ones that keep coming back over and over again. Look, if you're walking on the road and somebody comes and slaps you, should you not feel angry? Or if your near and dear ones are being threatened by somebody, or somebody is putting you down, or somebody is trying to suppress you, or somebody is trying to disrespect you, shouldn't we have that anger that will empower us to stand up for ourselves? So we need a balance. We need to be ready for either. When do we need to remain silent and work on it and let it go? And when do we need to use our anger to empower us? And this is a practice. So that's why the more and more we connect to our chakras, these things become our organic nature. That's why we have to keep showing up. All of this is inside the human and inside the soul. The more we keep coming back to this, the more it becomes regular and normal for us to behave. That's why after many, many years of your journey, you'll see that so many things that used to impact you before don't impact you anymore. Change happens, and it happens slowly, one step at a time, and one person at a time. However, we need that warrior energy. The warrior has to be ready to take responsibility. I am ready, this is happening for me to learn something, to clear something, to awaken something. Even if it is a very difficult situation that we are facing and we feel extremely angry and frustrated about it, right? But there is a reason behind it. There are lessons in it. And slowly and surely we have to navigate that energy. And we can do it by journaling, by doing meditations. And the more we do all of this inner work, eventually our communication with ourselves becomes stronger. And then we know what action to take. The solar plexus is also the place which empowers us to take action, right? It is that fire energy, it is that outward energy, the sun energy. So we have to be aware here because it's a place of light. What are all the actions that I have taken in the past that need to change so that I can manifest my personality, so that I can awaken my gifts? How else? If I don't take the action, how will things change? We in the human body are governed by the law of karma. What is karma? Karma means to do. So, whatever we need to change or awaken in our life or heal in our life, we need to take action. And if our solar plexus is balanced and aligned, and if we are tuning into our inner world regularly, then we slowly start taking aligned action. It's not something that happens overnight. Rome was not built in a day. We all know this saying. It's a work in progress till our last breath. Okay? Wow. So you guys were ready to listen to all of this today, and so it's come through. And I'm so grateful to be able to share all of this with all of you. And I really hope that you can take all of this with you in your daily life, right? Slowly and surely, making small changes. Okay? Let's begin with our solar plexus uh, meditation today. I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. And like we did the Bija mantra for the other two chakras this week, I'm just going to tell you before we begin. The mantra for the solar plexus is RAM, R-A-M. So let's begin with breath. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And let's do this for a few breaths. A lot of information came through today for us to connect to our solar plexus energy. Let's give ourselves a little bit of time to integrate that energy and information. And let's go back to organic breath, in and out of the nose. And with our breath, slowly bring our awareness to the base of our spine, to the root chakra. See, sense and visualize the four-petaled red lotus of your root chakra. And as you breathe into it, feel your energetic roots emerging from the base of your spine, traveling through your pelvis, your thighs, your knees, your calves and shins, your ankles, the top of your feet, into the soles of your feet, and out into Mother Earth, anchoring you, grounding you, helping you reconnect with our Earth Mother. Let's take a breath here and feel our connection to this beautiful planet, which is our home. With all the challenges and with all the accomplishments. What a magical life this is. What a journey this is. And from the heart of the earth, let's lift up her love and her energy and bring our awareness back to the base of our spine, into the root chakra, And from the root, let's bring our awareness into the sacral chakra, 2 inches below the navel, in the center of our body. Let's take a deep breath and connect to our center of creativity and birthing. See, sense, and visualize the 6-petaled orange lotus of your sacral chakra. Breathe into it, connecting to the inner waters of your being, the waters that are purifying you, the waters that are your consciousness. And let's flow. For a few moments, I'm going to invite you to move your body in a flow, however it wishes, while you're sitting in your chair or on your bed. Allow your body to simply move. Breathe into your sacral and come into the water. And if your body cannot move on its own, then I'm going to give you some direction. Maybe we can make circles or waves with our body. Connecting to water and coming back into stillness. And from the sacral center, we bring our awareness to the center of the last 2 ribs, into our solar plexus chakra. Let's take a deep breath and connect to our energy and vitality center. See, sense, and visualize a 10-petaled yellow lotus in the center of your last 2 ribs. And let's breathe. I am giving yellow light to your solar plexus chakra. I am giving yellow light to your solar plexus chakra. I am giving yellow light to your solar plexus chakra. Allow this yellow light to cleanse, balance, and expand your solar plexus, helping you connect to your inner fire, your inner light. Take a deep breath and see this fire burning in the center of your solar plexus. You may visualize a flame, you may visualize a fire, or simply light. And breathe with this light. Connect with this light. Allow it to radiate and light up your solar plexus chakra, bringing to awareness all your gifts that you are carrying, your talents, the abilities. Take a moment and look at yourself. All the traits that you are proud of and you are happy to share with the world. And when you connect to your inner light, feel the energy of joy awakening in your solar plexus. Joy is our innate nature. We don't need anything to feel joyous. Just like we are beings of love and light, we are beings of joy. Tap into that today. No matter what happens in your life, may you always, always be connected to joy. The joy of being alive, the joy of being here now, and fulfilling your journey. And as you are held with joy, let's be brave and invite anger. Who am I angry with? Am I angry? Have I suppressed my anger? Do I need to forgive anyone, even myself? Take a moment and invite anger. Anger for your personal story, anger for the things of the collective that shake your bones. And also invite all your unresolved, misplaced anger, anger you've been holding on unknowingly or unconsciously for so long, the pain that you have suffered, the challenges you have endured, the disrespect you may have faced that might have triggered anger. And let's begin to chant the Bija mantra 3 times. Ram. And with each time that we chant, we release all of our anger that doesn't need to live here anymore. Let's begin. Ram. 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 And let's see, sense, and visualize all of our past anger, all of our unnecessary anger, all of our suppressed, misplaced anger, all of our unresolved anger traveling downwards into the earth, all dissolving in our inner light, in our inner fire. And you feel some lightness in your solar plexus. You feel energy awakening inside of you. And your solar plexus starts to spin in clockwise direction, radiating this yellow light to every cell of your body and your being, emanating outside your body into your aura, radiating your light to all of this earth, all the way to Father Sun and all the planets in our solar system, and to the entire universe. I am light. I am. And let's take a deep breath and bring our palms in prayer position to the center of our heart, offering gratitude for the journey we took today, offering gratitude to the Spirit of Fire for being here with us today, for transmuting our anger and all our dense vibrations that no longer serve us. Let's give gratitude to SoulSensei for creating this beautiful sacred space where we can keep coming and reconnecting to our soul, to our energy, and to the divine. Let's gently rub our palms together. Place them on our eyelids. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you so much for being here today. Would anyone like to share a word in the chat box? How do you feel? I'm feeling extremely powerful. I don't know about all of you, but I feel like I am on fire. So would anybody like to share a word before we close our session today?
Good session. I actually felt uh, the chakra, but what is the solution to it? I mean, if I feel anger, okay, I let it go, but I mean, how do I let it go?
Forgiveness. We forgive the person, the situation, and the self. Forgiveness is the only way for the final letting go. Yes, and we have to forgive the person who might have hurt or harmed us. We have to forgive the situation vis-a-vis that the life, because a lot of times situations happen and we feel life has done this to us. And most importantly, we need to forgive ourselves because we have chosen or co-created or somehow brought upon this situation in our life. Forgiveness is the key. And we can do these practices of writing and burning, of tuning into the solar plexus and awakening that inner fire and burning our anger away. Something as simple as I am letting go of anger. I'll take a little bit of time here today just to share. Today I am sitting in this chair as a practitioner of healing because of my anger. I was an extremely angry person. Even today, anger is my first response. And you have to continuously work on it. And as you do, more and more light awakens, your gifts awaken, your voice awakens, and the anger does go away. It's a practice. Sometimes you have to do it on your own, and sometimes you have to work with a practitioner. Sometimes we have to work in a group like this where we receive collective energy, and sometimes we have to do one on one work. Just like we go to a doctor for our kidneys, for our liver, for our spine, for our eyes, for our teeth, we need to go to a doctor who is a soul doctor or a mind doctor for our emotions and our mental state when we cannot change our reality. I hope that answers your question, Janvi. That was Janvi asking the question, right? I
Yes, yes.
picked
I'm
your.
sorry, my video is not coming on.
Okay, I'm just happy I can recognize your voices now, which means that it's a one journey, and I'm really grateful. Thank you. Okay, so others have felt warmer, wonderful. Surangama, thanks for sharing. Ritu has felt energy released. Surprisingly nice in Delhi winters. Yes, when there's winter outside, we can actually tune into this inner fire and generate the warmth so we can feel comfortable. And when it's really hot outside, we can tune into this inner fire so that we can feel cooler. This is all possible. Wonderful. Ashwati is feeling very calm today. I could see light everywhere. Wonderful. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Lots of love from my heart to yours. Thank you. Over to you, Avina.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Anata. It was a wonderful, wonderful session. Thank you all for joining us live. It was wonderful having you all here. Uh, Also, before we end the session, a special mention to SoulSensei. We have a wonderful lineup of leaders curated for you all. We have upcoming sessions, one with Kavyal Sedanni on the 16th of Jan 2026, 6 p.m. The link for which should be in the chat box and a pop-up coming your way. Thank you so much, everyone, once again for joining us. Hoping to see you all again tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you.
Have a